So what were you planning on doing? I just want to know to see if we're on the same track. Were you planning on racing with us and commentating, or are you going to use the spectator mode and do it that way?
Well, I can probably see. So I did one league and I did the spectator mode. Me and another guy, and it worked okay. We were able to. So we had one person live stream, like one of the head people over in that lobby, or that league, should I say. They were live streaming it, and so it worked because I was able to watch their live stream at least and kind of get information as far as like what lap they were on, who was pitting, who was not, because still spectator mode doesn't um I'm blind kind of. All I see are the cars around track, and if it gets to like a long green flag run, I'll have no idea where people are,
Yeah.
where they are. Um so I wouldn't mind doing that spectator mode. I would just have to. I would hope someone else would just live stream, and I would just watch their live stream. It's a little bit of a delay, but it also helps with like replays and stuff. It's not that far off, and I would still be watching the spectator mode. And then other times, I love racing while doing it, and
The only thing about racing is people the most of the people in the league likes it to be quiet.
yeah. And see, I don't mind doing that. See, I could even be on my own. I could be my own little party and like broadcast it that way.
Yeah. And they just gotta keep an eye out
Do
for
you guys
you
do
and stuff.
Discord?
Yep.
Okay, see, I could probably lift it into at least that way.
Yeah. And me and you were going to be in a party, like a
Yeah,
party
party.
chat like this on PSN too, so I can get your voice from my YouTube. But we'll figure it out. We'll do one race
Yeah,
where you race with us, and then we'll do another one where it's
one
spectator
was the
mode. And
spectator. Yeah.
see what works best. Iowa, is your update done? No. Be whatever. Okay. I'm gonna send invites. Okay, invites are out.
Man, I need to
Anyone
fill
got a
that.
custom setup for this race?
I don't. I don't.
Okay, good.
Who's the 35? Is that right?
Me.
That's not right. See. No, I meant like the driver, or that was my other thing. Do you guys
Um,
want me to call your names, or do you want me to call
you call us
the
by our
driver
names.
names?
Like,
Okay.
I'm known as ThePottles. Iowa Hawk is known as Iowa.
Okay.
Dylan's Dylan, and we'll make one up for Junior there because we already got another Junior. But 35
Maybe like
is
JD.
Joey Gaze, I think. Yeah, I like his car. It looks pretty sweet. And I was thinking about during the race, like during a big caution or something like that, maybe we'll have a few people chosen to be in the PSN chat and you can ask a few questions to them like they would on the actual TV. Figure it
Yeah,
out
that'd be
somehow.
sweet.
Yeah. Like we'll choose so many people each
Yeah.
race to go in that party chat to be asked stuff.
I think we should choose the people that is in the caution.
Yeah. Well, it'd be too hard to send them an invite, get them to accept it, then the caution be over with.
Yeah.
We just have so many choices.
We're going green this time. Be ready here.
All right.
Green flag.
Welcome to the Spark Energy 300 here, the Xfinity Series on NASCAR's biggest stage. The green flag is out. The 35 Pottles, Iowa, the front row. They're heading to turn number 1. We're racing at Talladega. Inside line so far with the advantage there. You see the 35 car trying to get there to the front. He has help from the 11 of Iowa. They drop down low. 4-car Junior now on the inside in the 36. They freight train the 22 of Ned to the high side, and the field begins to be single filed out. Now we'll move to the outside. That's the 4-car pushed by Dylan in that 36 there, Jim. Pottles looking pretty good in practice. Oh, contact between a couple of cars right there. Saw the 4 and the 36, and that's really going to hurt the 4-car. All the way to the back of the pack, Junior falls as we begin to just get up to speed. It'll take these cars about a lap and a half to truly get up to speed, though. But once they do so, they'll cover the length of a football field a second. First lap in the books, and he'll give it to the 35. But Iowa dives underneath, making the pass with help from the 22. Oh, a bobble right there, Jim. That's something you don't want at over 200 miles an hour. 11 car help from the 22 as that Camaro pushed to the lead off the bumper of the Ford of Keselowski. The 36 car trying to make something happen. That's Dylan. He gets back in line. Single file up to speed. They race down into turn number 3 as the 11 car bottles up the racetrack there, Jim, and you don't want to open up that bottom lane. In the 4-car, way off the pace there. A couple of car lengths off the pace. In fact, in danger of losing the draft as these guys up front get single file and race that way. They will pull away from that 4-car. No help. No. A battle for the lead at the point. It's the 22 underneath of Iowa. Iowa dips to the high side. Inside line. Where does the 36 go? He'll go to the inside. It's help from Pottles. And that inside line takes advantage. It's the 22. Keselowski gets to the lead. 35 trying to make something happen there. Where does Pottles go? He sticks to the inside. He left Dylan out to dry. Your friends are where you find them. 3 Chevrolets. Ooh, contact! They're able to get through it okay. Dylan tried to shut the door right there. It did not work. Or it did work, should I say. Excuse me, I thought Pottles tried to shut the door. Both those cars yellow. My bad, my mistake. Just lap number 4 of a 15-lap event, and just 4 cars in contention. That 4-car will need the help of a caution to try and get back up front. These guys have 12 laps to go, and interesting there, Jim, we will have to pit at least one time. You have to think about pit strategy. Do you stay out? We saw that work in the favor of Keselowski earlier this week. Able to get those fresher tires, able to momentum his way around the 11 car toward the end of the Brickyard 400. Could we see that again here today in this Xfinity race? We'll take you through the field, beginning with the 22 car. Jim? And the 22, and Ned driving this Keselowski car. I talked to the crew chief earlier today, Paul Wolf, and they thought they had a good car. Should he be able to keep it out of trouble? You see one car off the pace going down pit road, 55 miles per hour. That will be pit road speed. We'll see if he is able to get down there. No. He looks like he may have made contact there, but back to the 22 car. Lap number 5 in the books, but the 22 crew chief Paul Wolf, they said they should have a good car. Should he be able to keep it out of trouble so far? That's exactly what the 22 has been able to do. Keep in mind, Penske Racing has won 5 of the last 7 races on the Cup Series here at Talladega Superspeedway. They're looking for an Xfinity win here today. That 36 car help from the 11 will monster their way around the 22, and they'll make short work as 2 cars on the high side, typically better than 1. Don't know exactly what happened to Pottles there. Let's see if we have the benefit of a replay. He might have had contact with another car, but now it's in his best interest there, Jim. If he's falling back, he might want to pick up that junior machine. Maybe they can work together. Remember, it's not over as we see a path for the lead. Dylan clears the 22 car through the triangle, back to the high side, trying to pick up the draft from the 11 car. 11 car trying to go with him. Now he's playing the draft. He'll go back to the bottom side, keeping these 2 guys fighting for second as the 36 continues to point his way out front. Here comes the 22, another move to the outside, just a 3-man dance down the back straightaway. The Alabama gang super stretch at over 190 miles per hour. If trouble breaks out, we'll break in. You're listening to NASCAR on MRN Radio here at Talladega Superspeedway. Today's race coverage presented to you by Goodyear. All the grooming demands these tires face and race inspires what they roll into yours. Goodyear, the official tire of NASCAR. And by the 2019 Toyota Camry. Lease a brand new 2019 Toyota Camry with 0% financing for well-qualified buyers now through December 31st. Toyota, let's go places. Welcome back to the Spark Energy 300 here at Talladega Superspeedway. The action picking up, just 9 laps to go, and a pit stop in the mix. You're looking at the leaders up front. It is Dillon in front of Iowa. Iowa with help from the 22 car. Now push that 11 car. Help from the 22 behind him. They'll segue around the 36 car. He's left to the outside with no drafting help as they continue to fight for the lead here at Talladega Superspeedway. These guys, it'll be important to try and communicate not only when they expect to pit, but what exactly they're going to take. You don't want to be the odd man left out. We've seen a number of drivers have their race end on pit road, and Jim getting the pit road, that could be a story as well. Going from 190 miles an hour to 55, that's painfully slow, and that's usually when mistakes are made. Looking at the flag stand, we are more than just halfway here at Talladega Superspeedway as the 11 car will take the lead. Iowa in front of Ned Dillon, right behind him. Single file. Now a move to the high side. Here goes the 22 car. Had a run, trying to make something happen, but the 36, no! He looks to the inside. They're 3 wide, fighting for the lead down the back straightaway. 11 car in the middle, 3 wide. That's typically what we like to see. Oh, contact! And into the wall briefly. Kozlowski bounces off the 11. 36 car almost. And now the leaders are crashing. 3 cars sliding off the banking. They all crashed. Does the caution come out? No! It does not! Wow, the leaders all taking out in one hellacious hit to the inside wall in turn number 3. Jim, I don't know. We saw the 36 car make that move to the inside lane. That was the first car we saw Todd sideways, and now the leaders find themselves wrecked here with just a couple laps remaining. Matt and the 22 of Brad Kozlowski now going down pit road. He's not very happy at all there. Jim can't believe he got caught up in that one. They're going to not make any significant adjustments. I think they're just going to take some fuel, try to get back out front, hope for a caution flag. But the 22 of Kozlowski not happy at all, has no idea what happened. He's off and away. Another car also pitting as well, trying to take advantage, but Pottles, Jim, we talked about how you need to take advantage of other people's mistakes in our countdown to green. He made a mistake and found himself outside of the draft, but that also put him outside of the big one. It just happened here on lap number 8. Junior trying to make something happen as the field is pretty well spread apart there. Iowa now about a 13-second lead. Now we do believe the leaders up front will need to make a pit stop, but they were so far ahead and they didn't really lose any momentum as opposed to those 3 guys that were just stopped on the racetrack. I feel like they're going to definitely be able to stop for fuel and be on their merry way. That could be the race-winning move. We'll keep an eye on pit road. Just in a blink of an eye, how quickly this race can change. You go from 3 wide racing at Talladega to single file racing with just now 6 laps remaining here, and we're taking a look to see what happened. Yeah, I see the 36. It looked like just made contact with the 11. I don't know what happened. Kozlowski on the high side, they all went up to the wall, and from my sight, it was just blindsided the 22. He went up into the wall, nowhere to go, and then all 3 cars, the 36-degree banking kicks the cars back down below the yellow line, so out of harm's way. That's exactly what allowed Pottles and Junior to get back out front. Jim, I don't even think if these guys lay back to try and work with one another, I don't know if the draft will be able to pick up a number of seconds, the precious seconds they need to get back up front. Pottles has made his pit stop. Also Iowa as well. Junior not on pit road yet. He'll need to, and we'll see how quickly and effectively he can get on pit road. This will be a path for the lead and possibly a pass for the win. Looking at our, let's see, our information, I don't believe anybody can make it. It would be interesting to see, could that 4 car possibly stay out? That is something that we will have to take a look. We'll take a quick commercial break here, folks. We'll be right back for the end of the Spark Energy 300 here at Talladega Superspeedway. Did you know switching to Progressive could save you on average $668 on your auto insurance? Progressive. And by Coca-Cola, the official soft drink of NASCAR. Welcome back here, folks. Fast and furious action here at Talladega Superspeedway. The lap counting going down. Just 4 laps remaining in this one. And if you're just now joining us, the big one erupting. We expected it. These guys up front getting a little bit more greedy. Our leaders up front, all in one crash, all taking out their chance of winning effectively over unless a late race caution comes out up front. It's still Junior Daring 18. He will need to make a pit stop. It'll be interesting to see exactly when he does so and when that move is made, if Pottles can get around him. You see the gap between Pottles and Iowa now, a safe 6 seconds. And Jim, I just think the move of the race, Pottles, earlier he had an incident there that left him outside of the draft, but going back to our rapid recap, should I say, you see Pottles was able to effectively get away and out of harm's way. I do believe once Junior goes down pit road, it'll be interesting to see if this guy can stretch it out. Matt, you have the latest? In the 35 car, nothing being said on the radio there, Jim. They're just telling their driver comfortably with that lead, just telling him to go get him. Don't make any rash decisions right now. They believe they are in a very good place here. Let's see if they can get it done here today. What a day it would be for this 35 here. You see them down on pit road. And there was the pass for the lead. Largest margin of victory ever recorded in a NASCAR sanctioned event was 14 laps. That was Ned Jarrett back in 1969 at Darlington. Now the margin of victory will be a lot slimmer here at Talladega, but still effectively 6 seconds over your closest competitor. That's pretty impressive here at Talladega, where they're all drafting with one another. Usually they can't get away. Jim, I like the move that Junior made there. You never know if a caution could have come out. That would have placed them right in the thick of things. Unfortunately, that 4 car will not be going to victory lane today. And now, with just 1 lap remaining in this one, the Spark Energy 300 Pottles with a safe lead in front of Iowa. We'll see what will happen as the white flag is displayed. It's 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Pottles, who started on the pole, effectively had to bounce his way back after being bounced off the track. Looked like he was heading down pit road earlier today. Able to regain him. The team never lost confidence, and now he is delivering. Down to turns 3 and 4 for the final time after the Alabama Gang super stretch. Nothing being said on the radio but jubilation in the pit. Pit crew already celebrating. They know it's over. And rightfully so. Through turns 3 and 4, these fans got everything on them today. A little bit of crashing, a little bit of racing, but most effectively a win. And it's going to come in the form of this 35 car. Joey Gase, the Pottles, going the victory lane, scoring the victory in the Spark Energy 300 here at Talladega Superspeedway. Iowa will bring up in second, Junior an impressive third, Ned in fourth, and Dylan rounding out your top 5. What a finish here at Talladega Superspeedway. How was that?
That was good. It sounds like the real thing. Or race, if you don't mind, with the rest of the guys that I got from the league in here now. We'll do it at a smaller track. What track do you think?
Dover.
Yeah, I was thinking that
I thought I was actually listening to MRM. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
So then I'll hop out and then I'll hop back in. Is this a public lobby or someone? You'll have to send me an invite.
Yep.
and then
I'm gonna back out of
I'll
here,
just
actually,
spectate.
guys. Just back out. Do I need to make it a public lobby for you to be
No,
able to
no, you
spectate?
just invite me. Invite me again, and then I should be able to spectate.
Okay, we'll see. All right.
So what do we do? I'm backing out?
Yeah, just back out for a minute. I had to invite the rest of the people, so. Do you want me to put stages on this time and flags? Because I never did it the last time.
You can. It might be hard. That, like I said, because I'm blind, so I have no idea what lap. The only thing I don't like is that I have no idea what lap you guys are on. I have no
Oh.
idea the stage length. I can't know what fuel you guys will have.
Okay, invites are out. Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna be able to view it without it not being public.
I should be able to view it. Well, we'll find out, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Guess it's gonna fully install.
I had trouble with mine downloading today.
Isn't there a way that you can go to your menu screen, go back to the download it?
I'm not 100% sure. I think if you go back, you can. You might have to close the game and shut your. He's trying to get the update. Okay, we're going into it now, Alex.
Okay. I just joined, so.
Okay.
It's at 83% copy in.
Are you guys racing, or it hasn't given me the option yet?
No, we're going racing.
Oh, there we go. Yep.
Be smart.
It just
Have a
gave
good
me.
day. Be ready. Green flag. Outside, outside. Still there. All clear.
Okay, I kind of went last.
Yeah,
Got one down low now. Got one down low this time. On, now you're clear.
Alrighty, here we go, folks. Pottles up front. Hopeful 36 of Dylan. You see the 11 of Iowa. Oh, bouncing off the wall just briefly. And the one main 200 here at Monster. Mild.
Outside, outside. On, now
Miles
you're
the
clear.
Monster is hungry, and we'll see if he eats up any one of these cars for lunch.
Car there is on the outside. Outside.
Jim, I can't talk enough about this team. Joey Gase here, folks. Pottles doing an excellent job keeping this car. It got itself its first win of the season earlier this year. Now he's looking to go back-to-back. Dylan, who had that unfortunate accident that took him all the way outside of a top 3 finish, finished dead last, has a lot to prove here today after fielding questions from a number of drivers earlier this week. He wants to put last week's Talladega race behind him. He's doing so by looking out front of his windshield, and right now he's got a mirror full of that 11 car who's trying to get by him. They have distanced themselves. Oh my, he's right on that bronze bumper. There was no breathing room. Could barely slide a piece of paper underneath them. He's going to get underneath. Contact and into all trouble. Down the front straightaway. Hard hit. A hellacious hit. Taking out a number of our top contenders. Caution is out. Oh my goodness. Terrible crash down the front straightaway. Miles the Monster claims another. You saw the 35 car, first car sideways after him, and the 36 made contact, and there was nowhere to go. The self-cleaning track, banking at over 24 degrees. These guys all went to the bottom of the racetrack, but these guys trying to avoid the accident, they all went to the bottom of the racetrack as well. So the 18 was a very late hit into the side of the 35, and obviously NASCAR doing a well of a job, doing everything they can, the hands device, the safer barrier, and the fact that this is online gaming, all doing its job to make sure these drivers can not only walk away from an accident, but they can drive again.
All right, you're coming to the green. Be ready.
Up front, we know that 36 is hungry.
Are there outside?
What will happen as the green flag gets back out? 5 laps to go for stage number 1. Or stage number 2, excuse me.
Clear outside.
Oh, trouble! Spinning, it's the 11, our leader! No caution, we stay green. Did I tell you folks Miles the Monster had an appetite? Another one bites the dust here as the 11, our leader, taking a ride. Dylan, who actually came, oh, trouble again! Spinning hard into the outside wall off of turn number 2. The 4-car Junior. Turn 2 is the trouble spot. Calamity corner once again. A pass for the lead. You see Pottles back up front. Just a 2-car battle as the other guys have effectively taken themselves out of contention for this stage. Once they get to the stripe, it'll be 2 laps remaining. And you saw the 35 make that excellent move, get the run underneath them, and that's kind of what you need to do. I liked over here, Jim, the fact that this racetrack is not like the other sanctioned NASCAR tracks that we go to. With the exception of Martinsville, this is the only track NASCAR goes to that is completely concrete. What does that mean? These drivers have to attack it much differently than they would an asphalt surface. These guys are searching for grip, and normally tire wear will be a factor toward the end of this one. We'll see who can overcome that here today.
White flag, come on, dig, driver.
One more lap and a stage win for Pottles. They'll be tied for points between the 35 and the 36. And another restart. Who will take advantage? Who will need to make some adjustments toward the end of this one? 35 off of turn 4, and another stage win for Pottles as Joey Gates comes across to take the green and white checkered flag as we fall under caution here at Dover International Speedway. Jim, a number of these drivers are going to make some adjustments here. A number of these guys talking about how tight their car is off of turn number 2. So we believe wedge adjustments, 4-tire Sunoco fuel going in all of these machines. Some cars needing them more than others. See if we can dial up our stage 2 winner there real quick. Pottles, it's Alex up in the booth. You got a copy? Yep. Pottles, man, you've had a run trying to go for 2 in a row. What do you need to keep that 36 behind you?
Same thing I was just doing. Running them wild.
All right. There we have it. A very confident Pottles. He'll be a factor to get around toward the end of this one. The American Ethanol green flag about to wave here on the final stage at the One Main Financial 200. Up front, 35 car and the 36, the front row, the 18. Right behind them, the green flag is out. The final stage of Dover is underway.
Still there. Clear outside.
We're riding along with the 35. So smooth. Ooh, 18. Really tight off the corner. Field beginning to single file out. 4-car goes wide, almost touching the wall. He does briefly. The 18 and the 11, a battle for third there. 3 Chevys, 1 lone Toyota, the top 4. As the 18 falls back as we look for a pass for the lead. The 36 was looking. Matt, that 36 car, Dylan, we documented earlier in this race he had something to prove here today. Really wanted to come back and put Talladega behind him, now having an excellent run, winning stage number 1. But the car trying to get away. Oh! Trouble off the track! Back on traffic! Into the wall hard at the 11! Hellacious hit for a number of these competitors as all 5 drivers find themselves hard into the inside and outside wall at Dover. Wow! Caution is out here for a grinding crash, once again involving a number of our top contenders, all of them. See the 36 stuck on the inside wall, the 11 with front end damage, cosmetic damage, the 18 turned around. My goodness. And another chapter in this everlasting book at Dover is written here. It just keeps on getting interesting, and with the lap counter going down, the pulse rate is ticking up. Borgard Jr. escaped unharmed.
Right,
He'll have the
to the
lead
green.
with the 11.
Right, be ready.
35 electing to pit that time as well. The 18 and the 36 of Dylan. Behind him, the 4 car doesn't get the greatest restart. Bottlenecks the field as the green flag is back up. Oh, 4 sliding. He gets out of the way. 35 with the bobble right there. The 11, 3 wide off the corner briefly. The 18 on the outside for second place on the 35. 2 of the fastest cars all day long now find themselves mid-pack, 35 and 36. They have some ground to catch up as the 11 car of Iowa gets to the point. 18 as well, able to get around the 35. And you see the 35 and 36, them battling side by side. That's going to allow that 11 car to get away. They don't get that battle settled in order. 4 car kind of bottlenecked the field there, Jim. Didn't have the restart he needed. Spun the tires. That'll get you every time here at Dover. You talked about the abrasive surface. Ooh, a bump from the 35 into the back of the 18. That's letting him know he's there. And as the fight for second continues, the 11 of Iowa, haven't talked much about him all day long, could emerge here as the surprise winner. 18 still through the corner. These cars trying to grip, finding all the grip they can. And I'm telling you, as a driver, you feel every inch of this concrete canyon. These guys have had some hard hits. As you see the 35 move the 18 to the outside. And now he'll try to defend as the 36 tries to make it. Look at this move. 3 wide off the corner and into the wall hard goes the 18. Spinning as the 35. Trouble as the 36 goes around. The 4 car jumps in it as well. You had to know that was coming here, folks. These guys aren't just riding around in the back of the pack anymore. These guys are making the moves. The lap counter is took down. Everything is on the line. This is what we expect to see at Dover. Some of these guys have lost their race car. Some of these guys have lost their mind, it looks like, coming out of turn number 4. Turn 4 and turn 2, we looked at our countdown to green. We thought these places would definitely be calamity corner. Yep, it's proven itself here today. Person who managed to escape unharmed, though, that 11 car Iowa. I'm liking what I'm seeing there. All right, getting toward the end of this one. Green flag is out. 11 that likes to start on the inside. Need to be on his toes as Dylan and Pottles are right behind him. The green flag back out. 11 car fending. Takes the corner wide, allowing the 35 to drive underneath. Contact between the 35 and 36 is going to slow those guys down as the 11 car gets into the corner pretty cleanly. Side by side for second place as the 11 tries to get away. The gap now about 3 car lengths. 11 of Iowa stood at the back of the pack while these guys fought amongst themselves, but a bobble in the middle of the turn number 2 allows the 36 to catch up. We know Dylan's not afraid to use the bumper. He puts the bumper to the back of the 11. 11 has to fend off out of turn 4 as a crash happens behind him. To the checkered flag. 11 of Iowa will score the win at Dover. What a finish. What a win for this 11 team. Blake Cook going to victory lane at the Monster Mile. The crowd going wild. Three different stages, 3 different winners here, folks. As Dylan and Pottles have to left with themselves their thoughts, perhaps to think what happened. That is the end of the race, right? We're not just under caution.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure. Because I have no idea. I'm just like, okay, I'm going, I'm following. I feel like that's a green light check. Cool. So, did I pass?
Oh, you definitely did.
That was awesome.
Yeah. It's making me more excited for Thursday and Sundays.
No, you didn't pass.
Yeah.
I was trying not to laugh the whole time.